Hello, how you guys doing? James here. Well, I'm gonna have a little lighter note. Well, it's gonna be kind of a lighter note on this latest video. It's about people who are racist get to just people who keep doing injustice to other people, according to the other people in different ethnic groups. They getting their payback. Here's this case.
That we covered about the white woman who got a bunch of money for calling a child, well, racist, derogatory terms. Well, that person has now been charged. All right, so we're going to take you back to that, give you the update. Here it is. You called him a child? Call the child? It is my business. You called him? Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again? Say. Somebody digging to a little just did, you dumbass. That little kid, you call him the little child?
He acts like one is gonna.
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act.
That's what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. Put her up full mass. She wanted all of this. Okay? According to many. She got famous and enriched because she had the audacity to call a child the N-word. As somebody called her out for it, and all of a sudden she became a champion of free speech. A champion of free speech. We have a major update. The deemed racist playground Karen, who fundraised a whopping $800,000 after calling a child the N-word, has now been charged. Minnesota prosecutors filed misdemeanor disorderly conduct charges Tuesday against the woman accused of using racial slurs against a black child at a playground. An incident the woman has since used to raise more than $800,000 after she appealed for help with relocating, quote, defendant wrongfully and unlawfully engaged in offensive, obscene, abusive, boisterous, or noisy conduct, or in offensive, obscene, or abusive language that would reasonably tend to arouse alarm, anger, or resentment in others, the criminal complaint alleges. Put her picture back up. This law is rarely used, but often mentioned on Indisputable. When I talk about words that incite response or reaction, this is what I'm referring to. It is a misdemeanor. It is a misdemeanor to engage in such conduct and expect that conduct to be protected by your freedom of speech. It is not. You are inciting a riot or inciting riotous response. This is a watered down version of that very common law found in many jurisdictions around the country. That she is now charged with unlawfully engaging in offensive, obscene, abusive, boisterous, and offensive conduct by way of what she was saying. Here's another dynamic. If you do it in the state of Georgia, utilizing profanity in front of a minor or utilizing profanity at a minor is a chargeable offense in the state of Georgia and many other states in the South.
Whoa.
If you're spending weeks trying to find a motivating.
Hear that? So you don't cuss in front of your kids. That's the case. All kind of people going to jail down here. Because you know some people get kind of hyped and anything. I just had that video. Yeah, it's just don't see when you think you get by, you never get. You think you're gonna get away. What you're gonna do. Repercussions come. It may not come, but somewhere down the line, they always come to people. I want to show you this next video, man. This is crazy. This guy was in the wheelchair, and he had the nerve to be racist towards a black person. He's homeless. Check this out.
So I'm like, oh, I just have a little dollar. So I get the dollar and I try to give it to the man, and he literally like sticks up his middle finger at me. He's like, I was like, I was just so confused because I was like, oh, is it because I just have a dollar? Like, damn, he mad because I just gave him a dollar or something? So I'm like, I just have a dollar. Like, is that why, whatever? And he's like, no, it's because you're like, the hard R, okay?
If that's your reaction, then you're not hungry. If that's your reaction, then you're not hungry. And as far as I'm concerned, you should be highlighted as one of those people perpetrating a fraud downtown. Shout out to all of the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. I am Reese Waters, and this is Races of the Week, where we explore the stupidity and hypocrisy of discrimination in hopes we can build a more perfect union. And also laugh. As usual, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Racism. And of course, if you have any nominees, you can drop them in the comments. You can email me at admin@reesewaters.com. Today's nominee, wheelchairs? Are we doing? Well, it's not the wheelchair's fault. Well, first we're gonna start with this dude right here. Here I was minding my own business. I swear I didn't ask for this at all. I didn't. The camera on me. Stop, man, get out of here. I'm gonna come. Fuck out of here. You got nothing better to do. You. Lord, like fucking. Get out of here. You bothering us. Pick that up. I don't want to. You the bad. 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 Pick that up. You the bad. If you're tough, pick that up. You the man. I know I'm the man. Okay. So what we have is a one-legged man in a wheelchair mocking whoever's videotaping, and who knows what happened beforehand because they're already videotaping. Saying I'm a dumb and spitting, saying pick that up. And apparently some form of intimidation. Like I didn't really understand what he was trying to prove there, because clearly it did not work. He's not being taken seriously at all by the people that are videotaping this particular one. But not unlike a case that we just recently covered when it came to the sinkhole. Boy, that racist karma hits quick. It really does. You know, Jesus will do what the administration won't. Pick that up. I don't want to. You the bad. 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 Pick that up. You the bad. If you're tough, pick that up. You the man. I know I'm the man. Few moments later. You want help? Huh? You want help? Yeah. You really want help? Yeah. I'm gonna get you some help, okay? I'm gonna get somebody to help you. How's that? But you gotta take it back. I'm still dumb. No, I didn't say that. You said I was a back there. See how it works? I'm gonna get you some help now.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax.
So, what have we learned from this lesson? Well, some people can be ignorant even no matter what stage of life they're at. So this man is homeless with one leg, and he still got time to be racist. You have a woman at the park because I think the 5-year-old child I think had some kind of special needs. He was over and I don't know, he takes something and she called him the N-word. And she gets rewarded $800,000. And this man, in this case with the man. And it's everyday events like this that most people would not believe people are that ignorant in this country. There are some people that ignorant, even that low in his life, that he would have to call another person a racial term who did nothing to cause his situation, who did nothing to cause him to be in that wheelchair, but yet he had time to be racist. And even after that, and I don't blame the guy, said, well, I'll go get you some help. I ain't gonna help you, but I'm gonna go get someone to get it. He did the right thing. Maybe go find a white person to go tell him to go pick it up. So in the state of his ignorance, this is what he do. But guess what? We have another karma.
Nebraska farmers are starting to go bankrupt. Now, there's different reasons why this is happening, but let me give you two of the main reasons. The cost of the supplies and labor shortages. I don't know, Nebraska. Thoughts and prayers. All right, guys, out.
Tough way to end a great season. I'm going to talk about how the team responded to the loss, so stick around if you want to hear that. First, let's talk about the game for just a minute. If you asked any volleyball expert at any point this season, who are the top 5 teams in the country, they would say Nebraska, Wisconsin, 1-2, and you could flip-flop which one is 1, which one is 2. And if they were telling the truth, they would say Nebraska, Wisconsin, 1-2, and then there's a gap. Those are the 2 best teams, and then there's everybody else. Very few of those people would have said that Texas is number 3. Now, as much as I would want to call this game a fluke where Nebraska just happened to have a bad match at a really bad time, and Texas also got all the bounces, Texas ripped through most people's number 3 team in Stanford. Then within 3 days of each other, they played everyone's top 2 teams in the country.
I have no idea what that...
We knew that the immigrants would get deported and he was coming after immigrants, yet we still voted for it. Overwhelmingly voted for our own demise. I was talking to my husband last night, and I have to admit that it seems a bit foolish now when you think about it like that.
As the old saying goes, you're either the bug or you're the windshield. And in this instance today, I've been the bug a couple times now. And it's like 8:30 here, maybe 8 o'clock, I don't know. But, so here again, I'm the bug. Again, as you can see, I just thought I was just going to kind of back up. I didn't want to pack the field, so I wanted to skirt the side. But I got a little too close. But I got another pickup over here. I am by myself. Got the chain hook.
Okay. Let's go with this video.
All right, peace and blessings, all praises to the Most High. In another act of blatant racism, a councilman, or trustee as they call them, for the town of Ross in Ohio, which is in Butler County, right outside of Cincinnati, about 30 minutes away. A trustee, I think his name is David Young, called the suspects N-words and also animals during a social media post. post when talking about what is called the Cincinnati Brawl. Now, I'm going to show you a news video after a special meeting was called about the town and certain members of the board wanting him to resign from the city's leadership. However, he doubled down on what he said and refused to admit that he did not believe in the things that he said. Check this video out. This video was used in fair use for literary and commentary purposes.
Same here.
Only. Just watch.
Same here.
And snapshot of those and put them in front of each of the trustees. If you look at each of those cameras and read the 2 statements that you posted.
I read those.
Did you read them to the audience?
And I already said what I said.
So David Michael Young in the top. You want to read that?
I'm not denying I said it.
Why won't you read it now?
Please.
Why won't you read it now?
Why should I read it?
I think that you're embarrassed.
You can challenge it all you want. You can challenge it all you want, Mr. Fisher. There's no need to see it. If anybody wants to read it, it's right here. If you want to read it, it's on social media.
Is there a reason why you won't read it? Under David Michael Young, the first comment that you made is...
My first comment was...
starting with word 10.
10 on 1.
Keep going.
Is not, and I don't have the word spelled right.
Keep going.
It's called okay? That was the same
I'm sorry,
when I was growing up.
could you say that a little slower?
I said, okay?
What is it?
Mrs. Fisher, my second statement. Since they have a problem, and they will always have a problem, but they're black citizens, they're animals, not all, I should have said, not all, but they won't change because the city won't come down on what's happening downtown.
Can you just read your statement, please?
That's as far as I'm going to go, Mr. Fisher.
Why won't you read the rest?
What else is there to read?
Are you embarrassed of the statement that you made?
I read the statement.
Are you embarrassed of the statement?
I'm embarrassed to the point I should not have made it. I already made a public apology. I already made amends with my God. And if you have a problem with that, I can't help it. I ask for forgiveness from my God. I should have done that. I agree. But I thought we're a Christian nation. We're
Do you think this is a Christian statement that you made?
Right.
I said,
Do you think it's a Christian
it
statement?
wasn't a correct statement. It was not a correct statement to make. And I apologize for
Do
it.
you feel that
And
you
I
should resign your position at this point?
I leave it at that.
All right, and so there you see David Young being challenged by whoever that guy was to read his statement. And he very proudly held it up. Here it is. Anybody who wants to read it, they can read it. I said what I said. And then he read it, and admittedly, he didn't have the N-word spelled right. He said, well, 10:01, and I don't have the spell right. So that shows how slow and dumb he is, first of all. But he said 10:01 is N-word fun.
KPMG delivers a better audit experience.
So, you see the karma what's happening to some white people who act like this. You see the karma that's the first thing they do, and everybody knows it was a bad incident, but the guy who really initiated all of it was the guy that went over and hit a black guy's car, which was unprovoked, and it got to a whole different level, and he never got charged. He provoked it, the white guy who did it, because him and his buddy was out, and they had a little few tipsies, and unfortunately, there was a innocent woman that got hurt, got knocked out, but it was 5-6 people again, and no one didn't get charged, and the one who started it didn't get charged, but the ones who what they showed jumping on the video got charged. Which he was the one that spoke, like the brother said, that he was the one that started the riot, because the black people that did it, because he was challenging, he was going up and challenging, and they were like, go on here, and there was witnesses said that they was restrained and said, go ahead, man. He wanted to fight the blacks. He wanted to fight them, and he got away with something that he did. But Cincinnati never charged him. and I already made my comment about Cincinnati in the past. I mean, you know, I don't particularly. Used to live down there, and but it has some elements of racial tension down there, and it's almost like it's a haven for racists, for like the clans people that went down there to Lincoln Heights, outskirts of Cincinnati, and there's other stuff that's down there, and I guess I don't know because at that border between Kentucky and Ohio, it's the history of it down there. So that's what from the hit, it always did that, and even when I was living down there, when my grandfather was alive, he didn't want me living in Cincinnati. He was petrified. He said, "You gotta get up out of that city," and he just wouldn't rest until I told him, "Yeah, I left Cincinnati." To him, since that part of Ohio was like the worst part of what he can imagine in his own mind being, and he come from the South, from Georgia. I mean, that's how his mindset was. I'm like, "Granddad, it's okay," but you have some people down there, you know, Marshott, you know, late Marshott. Anybody know about the late Marshott, Cincinnati owner that, you know, she's no longer here, but and there's a couple of instances like that. The Timothy Thomas situation in Cincinnati. So Cincinnati have always had to be a hotbed. However, you see what's on the outskirts of Cincinnati with people that make statements like this. Clearly the guy's racist, but karma gonna come to him just like it come to that homeless man with the one leg. It's gonna come to that woman. She's being charged, so it's gonna come back in some way or other, because when you do something, it's gonna eventually come back and hit you in the face. So, yeah, it's pathetic. We live in a country that allowed this stuff to happen, but you have people like this walking among us that have these idea feelings. And you know what craziest thing about it, at least he's in Ross County, which is a predominantly white area. You know, I mean, there's just some black people out there, but you ever notice that these people live in mixed areas where all the racist people get along, but they hidden racism always come among people who, you know, put everybody in arm's way because they're racist mentality. Just like the guy downtown with the one-legged. But I wonder if he was one-legged in West Virginia, would he have said that? I wonder if he was one-legged in Iowa, would he have had that kind of attitude? I wonder if he was one-legged in Oregon, would he have said that? Or Utah, would he have been like that towards somebody to him? What it was other than a black, whether it was an indigenous person or what have you? Would he call them out their name? But this is what you have in this country, and karma is coming, and we see it already. People that had this, what the brothers call Edomite spirit, is really showing. Remember 2019, and now karma's coming back on them. Every time they do something to us, it comes back hurt on them. And they can't figure out the more hatred, the more venomous, envious, jealousy that come at people that look like us. They suffer the consequences. They're losing everything. And they're trying to find it. And even in the midst of all that, they still got time to be bitter, angry, jealousy, envious at black people and other people. Sad case, ain't it? Anyway, I didn't want to go too long with this video, but I just want to show you karma and it's not good to treat people wrong, because you never know. And what he was talking about, the incident where this white guy was going down the road, and it was on Reese's video, and the black guy and his wife was trying to tell him, "Hey, there's a pothole." It was a sinkhole down there, and the guy was real arrogant enough to say, "I don't, whatever, F you, N-word." Guess what happened? His truck got into the sinkhole. And guess what the man said this afterwards? He said, I usually don't. He said, I was trying to warn you, the black guys, I was trying to warn you about the whole, well, anytime I see a black guy saying something to me, because I don't know about your kind, your people. So now, he had to go cost him some money. They probably did some front end damage on his truck and got to get a tow truck. Calling me N-word, boom, messed up his front end of his truck. That's what he get. That's what he get. You know, and that's just the minor part of it. But that's what he was talking about, that incident. It's on his channel. And I think it's on Dr. Reich, the other guy's channel too, the one I made video, that he got time to be racist in the midst of it. You see how diseased and sick that we are in this country? Let me say it before I go, all because of color of skin. And the texture over here and the features of a person. That is a 450-year hatred that some people have in their heart towards another group of people. Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, take care, be blessed, see you on the next video. Like, subscribe.